the Vedanta as well. What's interesting is not the numbers, but the commentary with regards to their capex is what is on a stronger footing, because the revenues have been absolutely flat. The margins, in fact, have seen some bit of a contraction, and it has been lower than what the street was estimating. But the reason the stock is seeing gains of around 0.8% in pre-open is mainly on your capex commentary. FY26 capex is estimated at around $1.5 to $1.7 billion, and almost 0.65 to 0.7 billion is allocated to aluminium and power, and the rest is allocated to zinc. In terms of the debt profile, the consolidated debt is lower on a sequential basis with regards to 7%, and the company has reduced its net debt to EBITDA multiple to 1.2 times versus a 1.9 times in the first quarter of FY25. In fact, they're expecting its cash flow pre-growth capex at $5 billion in the near term. And overall, in terms of the demerger, I think the timeline has been pushed as well, and this is on the back of lack of approvals that they've received. So that could be an overhang on the counter. Before I go to Nirav, in terms of Vedanta, your view, Kush, what are charts indicating with regards to where Vedanta goes?
Range bound, I would say. On the downside, you're looking at 405 kind of a support zone, and on the upside, 425. So right now, bang in the middle of that range, not a very clear directional play. The volumes are suggesting some accumulation, but no momentum here at the moment. So the same commentary that I made just a while ago regarding the metal space, same applies to this one as well. You might want to wait it, or on the upside, if 425 is taken out convincingly, then I think you could see some uptick coming in. But otherwise, the stock could perhaps spend some time in this range before it gives you, a very clear direction play.
Okay. So that's with regards to Vedanta. Nirav, very quickly on a fundamental perspective, how kicked are you with regards to the capex plans for a Vedanta and the delay that's happening with, on the merger? What would you advise an existing investor and a good call to buy right now?
Well, as far as the mining business is concerned, we all know that it's a very capital intensive business. And a lot of the fortunes are linked to the expansion plans. So as you rightly pointed out, there is a huge amount of expansion which is planned in aluminium business. Aluminium typically is a power intensive business, so you definitely need to have your captive power plants and sources of power to keep the business running. So all these entail huge amount of investments. So there's no element of surprise as such as far as this is concerned. As far as the zinc business is concerned, I think we've had a phenomenal performance coming in from Hindustan Zinc, because they've reported the 4-year lowest cost of production. So one can imagine the margins which they would be able to make on this particular business. Silver has been doing quite well as well. So overall, I think remain upbeat about the prospects of the mining business. So I think one can definitely start accumulating this stock from a medium to long-term perspective.